today to celebrate the 23rd of Ginbot Haya. It's the day that we got all our liberty and everybody get equal rights. So we are very happy.
እንደ ሻማ በየሸንተረሩ ቀልጠው የዚች ሀገር ደማቅ ታሪክ ለማሳደስ ህይወት የሆኑ ሰማዕታት ስናከብር በጣም በታላቅ ደስታ ነው።
I went to Ethiopia and I fell in love with Ethiopia and I just kept going back and back and back. But what I feel about Ethiopia is not only that it's a unique country in Africa. I traveled a lot in Africa, but there is a specialness about Ethiopia. Every country is different, but most of Africa has a lot of similarities. Ethiopia is something very, very different. And I think if you see the new Ethiopia, I hope the dam is a success, the infrastructure is a success, I hope the development and the industry is a success. I think there's a lot going for it, and I think we have a lot here to celebrate today.
I think Ethiopia has made incredible strides. You just have to look at the economic record to see how the growth rate has been on average 11% per year. We only dream of that in Britain. So I think it's made huge, huge strides, and I'm very happy to see that.
Thank you very much. The national anthem of the host country, United Kingdom.
My Lords, Honourable Members of Parliament, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, Excellencies, friends of Ethiopia, my fellow Ethiopians. Allow me from the outset to welcome you all to the Ethiopian Embassy to celebrate the 23rd anniversary of Ginbot Haya, which heralded the emergence of a new Ethiopia, anchored on a democratic principles that ensure the quality of all nations and nationalities of Ethiopia. The government of Ethiopia set in motion proper strategies and policies to pull the national economy out of the doldrums, has modernized agriculture and industry, expanded educational and health facilities, created an environment conducive for peace and stability, and put in place a new democratic order. The government took no time in mapping out plans, setting its priorities, and identifying poverty as a formidable enemy that should be addressed immediately to reverse the downward slide of the economy. Ethiopia badly needed a complete overhaul of the economy and social sector. Excellencies, distinguished guests, comprehensive development plans drawn up to tackle the root cause of deprivation has reduced deep-seated misery and abject poverty in Ethiopia. Our agriculture-led industrialization has triggered improvement in farming techniques and the use of fertilizers and improved seeds, leading a continuous bumper harvest. Ethiopia has become food secure at the national level, rising its annual crop production to over 250 million quintals.
He is the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, His Excellency Al-Dawasyan, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Kuwait. Will you please come?
Well, Excellency, my Lord, ladies and gentlemen, you know that it is a wonderful flowers, and I didn't expect it, you know, but I will add. I can't add more than what His Excellency, the Ambassador, and about Ethiopia. But let me add one sentence, that Ethiopia is very close, to us as Arabs. I was talking with my friend and colleague, ambassador of Yemen. Our history mixed, that when Ethiopia, for thousands and thousands of years. And always, we admire Ethiopian people, that we do have an excellent relationship with them. It's wonderful, that the progress and what they're doing, now in Ethiopia is a pride for all of us as international community, mainly African, continent and the Arab world. And thank you very much for this lovely reception. Thank you, Excellency, that for including us in this special occasion. And they asked me what this. I said this is the land of the flowers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I just wanted to say on behalf, I'm sure, of all of us, and particularly British guests, thank you very much for the invitation and congratulations on your National Day and the 23rd anniversary of the fall of the Derg. I well remember I was in New York with Ethiopian colleagues among others and other African colleagues on the day it happened. And lots of terribly significant things seem to happen in early June every year. And that was certainly a very significant event in the life of your country. Can I say also that I congratulate you and wish you well in your festivity. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Best wishes for your day. And I would ask you all to raise your glasses and drink a toast to the friendship between the United Kingdom and Ethiopia, and to the President of Ethiopia.
Africa has become a global growth pole and Ethiopia a showcase for what the continent can offer. The country has achieved an 11% annual growth rate over the past decade or so. Ethiopia's investment environment has attracted companies from a wide range of countries including the UK, India, China, the USA, Turkey and other European countries. Ethiopia offers a wide range of incentives across all sectors. Big corporates like H&M, Diageo, Pitards, Nyota and Southwest Energy are now running thriving businesses in Ethiopia. As the second most populous country in Africa, with a population of over 87 million, Ethiopia offers a vast potential market, with a growing number of people joining the middle-income group. Ethiopia is implementing an agriculture-led industrialization strategy. The country has undertaken huge investment in improved agricultural practices, new technologies, and small, medium, and large-scale irrigation schemes. These measures have enabled Ethiopia to become food self-sufficient. Has opened up educational opportunities at all levels, providing citizens with a chance for self-realization, which will help ensure sustainable development that is crucial to the formation of a vibrant nation. The construction of 32 public universities and other new higher learning institutes across the breadth of the nation reflects the government's commitment to a better and more modern education system that caters for people's needs. The AU and many sub-regional organisations hosts 3,000 large and small-scale conferences annually. Addis Ababa has hosted countless global conferences and recently won the bid to host the 4th Global Conference of the International Coffee Organisation, scheduled for 2016. This highlights the growing stature of Addis Ababa as a leading global city.
Coffee is going back to the home of coffee.
The construction boom is a common sight everywhere in Ethiopia, where people are focused on building a robust economy, transforming the nation into a middle-income country in the not-too-distant future. One example is the brand new 82-kilometre Addis Ababa to Adama toll road, constructed by a Chinese contractor and opened on the 5th of May 2014 in the presence of Prime Minister Haile Mariam and Chinese Premier Li Keqiang, who was in Addis Ababa on a 3-day official visit. The road project was launched by former Prime Minister Meles Zenawi in November 2010, heralding the government's current 5-year growth and transformation plan. The plan embraces a number of huge infrastructure development projects which will be instrumental in realising the social-economic changes the government has devised to alleviate poverty and inequality. In the first 3 years of the GTP, over 3 million jobs were created and this figure is expected to surpass 4 million by the end of the GTP period in 2050. Ethiopian Shipping Lines this year marked its 50th anniversary with the inauguration of 9 new vessels, bringing the total to 12 national carriers. During its 5 decades of operations, the shipping line has owned some 34 ships, with routes to the Far East and Asia via the Indian Ocean, their major destinations. Now, the major destinations have changed to Middle Eastern countries such as the United Arab Emirates and China in the Far East. Ethiopian Airlines, the fastest and most profitable African airline, commands the lion's share of the Pan-African passenger and cargo network, operating the most modern fleet to more than 76 international destinations, 46 of them in Africa, across 5 continents, with over 200 daily flights. The Ethiopian fleet includes state-of-the-art, ultra-modern and environmentally friendly aircraft, including the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and other most recent Boeing passenger and cargo planes, and the Bombardier Q400 with double cabin. In fact, Ethiopian is the first airline in Africa to own and operate these aircraft. The airline recently received its 7th Dreamliner, and a further 3 are planned for delivery in 2014. Ethiopian Airlines is a member of the Star Alliance network, which is the leading global airline network, with the highest number of member airlines, 28, daily flights, destinations and countries flown to. ITC is one area of focus. Expansion of landlines as well as mobile telephone services is at the heart of the modernisation of communication facilities. The number of mobile phone subscribers will reach almost 60 million by the end of 2015, and internet use will grow faster to allow information exchange to promote science and technology in particular. Energy is the engine which sustains the impetus of the thriving manufacturing and processing industries. Ethiopian dam projects, including the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, are of paramount importance in raising the supply of power to emerging industries, which will in turn accelerate the economic growth that is pulling millions of Ethiopians out of poverty. The Gilgel-Gibe Dams 1, 2 and 3, the Tekezi Dam, the various wind farms and geothermal and solar energy will propel Ethiopia's green growth. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam will eventually produce 6,000 megawatts of electricity, bringing the national total to about 10,000 megawatts of power by 2017. Several countries in the region have already begun importing electricity from the Ethiopian national grid. This is just a precursor of the economic integration Ethiopia is committed to. Producers in all corners of the country have now been connected to markets where they can earn decent prices for their commodities, as tens of thousands of kilometres of roads have been constructed, both in urban and rural Ethiopia. New railway networks are under construction, and these will further enhance access to both public and freight transportation, providing fast and reliable means of transport, thereby bringing the nations, nationalities and peoples of Ethiopia closer together. Diversification of the national economy was one of the causes of the higher rate of growth that Ethiopia attained, placing it among the 10 fastest growing economies in the world. Floriculture is now taking root in the country, employing tens of thousands of people and earning the country more than $270 million a year, with the prospect of growing at a faster pace in the years to come. It has created unprecedented job opportunities for women in rural Ethiopia. Democratic institutions, including the bicameral parliament, the Human Rights Commission and the Ombudsman's Office, are putting down firm roots on which democracy and good governance will flourish. Ethiopians are empowered to take part in the business of running their country with a heightened sense of ownership and responsibility. Relations with the United Kingdom have continued to grow, and the number of UK companies investing in Ethiopia is increasing, as Britain's ambassador to Ethiopia made clear in a recent interview.
Well, if you go back maybe 6 or 7 years, there was almost nothing, and now I see trade is moving in the right direction on both sides, although I'm sure there's a lot more we can do in that particular area, but both in terms of goods and invisibles, again, the movement is in the right direction. In terms of investment, over the past 2-3 years we've started to see big British investments coming to Ethiopia. Diageo's $225 million investment in the Meta brewery, but also Duet and Vasari have invested in another brewery. We're seeing other agricultural value-added manufacturing investments starting to be made. British oil and gas and mineral exploration companies very, very interested in the market. Energy renewable companies also extremely interested, and we're starting to see big companies outsourcing production in Ethiopia as well. So the Tesco's and Marks and Spencer's and so on of this world are also now going to Ethiopia as a place where they know they can find a good quality, better educated workforce, and they can produce goods for markets around the world now from Ethiopia. I think we need to keep drawing to the attention of British companies the opportunities in Ethiopia. I think nowadays, at least the image of Ethiopia is changing. We no longer think of the difficult days of the 1980s. We actually see a lot of dynamic change and improvement going on in Ethiopia. And I have to congratulate the Ethiopian government on what they've done developmentally in terms of improving the welfare of people there. I think it's admirable that Ethiopia is going to meet 7 out of 8, at least, of the Millennium Development Goals next year. We have to build on this, on the progress that's been made, of course. And I want British companies to go there, see for themselves what is available, and engage with Ethiopia, because there are lots of opportunities for us there.
Ethiopia will continue with the fight against poverty and will engage hand in glove with our development partners, such as the UK, to further improve the life of its hard-working and peace-loving people.
Today is a Ginbot, it's been celebrated for Ginbot Haya, which is a national day. It's a day which has a significant importance to us Ethiopians. So I came to enjoy, the musical festival time and have a friend chat with my friends.
My name is Nim Abdel. I'm a chair lady of the Somali community of Ethiopia. I'm here today to celebrate the National Day of Ethiopia, the day of the Derg, the day that has been chased away the Mengistu Haile Mariam from the country, and where the equality came to Ethiopia. And I'm very happy to be here today. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ifra, and I'm sending. We are here today to celebrate the 23rd of Ginbot. It's the day that we got all our liberty and everybody get equal rights. So we are very happy. We are here. We enjoy it very well to participate.
Well, I used to be British ambassador in Ethiopia from 1997 to 2000. The consolidation of a new federal system for Ethiopia on the political side, and great strides economically, which have seen Ethiopia now move to become one of the fastest growing economies in the world, have sort of come together to give a real dynamism to the place, and to open up a prospect of continued great progress in the years to come.
So my name is Frances Lindsay Gordon. I'm a big Ethiophile and I'm delighted to be back with the embassy and to see all my friends again.
How do you see the Ethiopian progress? Because you have written a book about Ethiopia and many things happened. How do you see Ethiopia today?
I think Ethiopia has made incredible strides. You just have to look at the economic record to see how the growth rate has been on average 11% per year. We only dream of that in Britain. So I think it's made huge strides, and I'm very happy to see that. I still believe passionately in tourism. I believe so strongly in the potential of the country to earn a lot of revenue from the industry, and it's my dearest hope to see that grow and grow, because there's still potential for growth there, no question.
I was a Member of Parliament. I retired in 2010. I was first elected a Member of Parliament in 1992, and shortly after my election I was asked would I go to Ethiopia, and I fell in love with Ethiopia, and I just kept going back and back and back. But what I feel about Ethiopia is not only that it's a unique country in Africa. I travelled a lot in Africa, but there is a specialness about Ethiopia. Every country is different, but most of Africa has a lot of similarities. Ethiopia is something very, very different. But I think what has impressed me really is that, given that Ethiopia has suffered so much under the previous military dictatorship, has probably had the worst deal in terms of famine and adversity, that the goal of all the people I've met in government and in parliament has always been development. And I think Ethiopia's progress under Meles Zenawi was quite staggering in terms of its growth and its development. And very sad that he's no longer with us. I think he was one of the greatest sons of Africa, and I think people should read his books, and I think he had the plan for Africa. But his legacy lives on, and I think if you see the new Ethiopia, I hope the dam is a success, the infrastructure is a success, I hope the development and the industry is a success. I think there's a lot going for it, and I think we have a lot here to celebrate today.
እጅግ መራር ፈታኝና ለአስጨራሽ ትግል በማካሄድ ኩር ሕይወታቸውን ለመክፈል ለዚሁ ታላቅ ቀን ላበቁን የትግል ሰማዕታት ለማስታወስና የህሊና ጸሎት ለማድረግ ከተቀመጣችሁበት አንድ ጊዜ እንድትነሱ በትህትናና በአክብሮት እጠይቃለሁ። Teşekkürler.